Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there, man? Uh, want to say thank you to everybody again for all your continued support. If you watch a video, you shared it, you liked it, you subscribed, whatever you done, I want to say thank you. This is Scatterbrain, the Ray Bradford podcast, episode 14. This episode won't be long, but it will be strong. It won't be long, but it will be strong. Um, we are at the beautiful Smashing Company Studios. Shout out to everybody here, the team, my guys, Dino Willing. Um, ain't much going on in the world of to talk about. Honestly, it's a few things that's gonna have me a little passionate, but we're gonna jump straight in. Click in the link in there in the bio and in the description. It leads you to the world of Ray Bradford. That means music, podcasts, bass videos, all that stuff. It'll take you to it. We're gonna jump straight in. We're gonna do something today. Well, before we do that, we talk about, we always talk about the week. My week last week was pretty good, man. I didn't do much, worked out. I tell you what, man, lifting weights let you know you it's muscles. It's muscles that you use every day that you don't know until you hurt a muscle that's connected to that muscle. Yeah, I've been sore all week, man. Actually, we shooting on a Sunday again. Like I said, we always shoot on Sunday. So, unless we have some stuff happen, but most of the time we shoot on Sundays. Uh, Today is the first day that I am now like, I feel good. I feel comfortable. My body, I can move again. But yeah, I like it. I like the process, man, of trying to get in shape. Get myself down, man. I'm trying to live a little longer. I always say I want to make it to 75 or 80, so I'm trying to do what I got to do to make it to 75 or 80 years old. But we're going to jump in and do something. Oh, I didn't finish my week. Let me finish my week. Raymond, you're tripping. You're tripping, my boy. But didn't do nothing. Pretty much worked out all week. Worked on music. I told y'all I'm trying to have music to y'all by July. July, hold me to it, man. I just gotta, I got a comment from somebody who watched a reel from the podcast, and they said I need to learn music. So I need to put some music out so people can think I just don't talk shit about music, that I actually kind of know what I'm talking about. But I think the reel he was coming on, I said I didn't know. I didn't know. Cause fucking copyright law man, it's shit had you in a place, man. It's just wild. But yeah, I didn't do much. Worked on music, man. And had a gig Saturday in New Orleans, man. At where were we, man? I never know the name of this spot, but it's a dope little spot. New Orleans, man. Did that play at church that they had a decent time at church today. But that was my week pretty much, man. I hope y'all had a good week, man. This next week is gonna be pretty good. Next week should be pretty good. Playing in LA Sunday, so there will be no podcast next week. We're gonna take next week off, man. My dad's birthday is Saturday, so I'm probably gonna be somewhere celebrating. Well, I'll be in LA, I think. I'm probably gonna be somewhere drunk, man. I'll just tell you the truth, man. That's how I celebrate my dad's birthday every year, man. My daddy was a stone cold drinker, man. So to celebrate him, I tell you, I have a couple drinks too. So yeah, man. So no podcast next week. But after that, we trying to roll it, man. I'm trying to roll it with guests, man. And I actually want to roll it with my bad for anybody who listening to this. If you're not watching this and you just listening, I had to put some chapstick on my lips, man. They felt a little dry. They felt a little dry. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, and we're back. We're back. So Yeah, I had to put that chapstick on, man. So we're gonna jump straight in and do a thing called Quick Pay with Ray. So I'm gonna hit some topic, pop, do 2, 3 opinions, man. That's all we doing today. We doing opinions. This is the opinion podcast. The opinion podcast, man. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But so some new music came out. This is Quick Pay with Ray. New music came out. Most intriguing one I seen was Post Malone new single, which is called Morning. But it's spelled Mourning. So it's not like morning time, but morning as in sad. It, uh the good play on words. But Post Malone, I was so out on Post Malone when I first seen like the White Iverson and all that stuff. Like, man, don't come in our culture with no White Iverson and blase with the jersey on and the braids and stuff. It was cringe. It was very cringe worthy. But man, the man has consistently been making hits, and this new song "Morning" is a hit. Hit. It's a plain out hit, man. 2 chords. This how simple the song is. It's 2 chords. 2 chords. Well, I don't know the key it in, but it's for all my musician talk, it's 4/1. It's 4/1. So let's say it's in C. I doubt it's in C, but let's say it's in C. Maybe in like A or G. But I think I'm just using C as an example. It's an F major to a C major chord. That's not much. I'm like, dang, that ain't much. You didn't write that ain't good. Then it go from that, it's only that, and it's probably like 5 instruments. I'm gonna say all the drums, I'm gonna use them as one thing. So that's one instrument, the drums. Then you got the 808, and you got a guitar, and you got a pad. Drums, 808, guitar, and a pad. I don't know why I held up 5. No, I can't count. Drums, guitar, 808, and a pad. But this is beautiful music, man. His producer, his mix engineer, man, they know what they're doing, man. And it's the chorus is so catchy, man. So catchy, man. It's just and it's a quick song. All it is chorus, verse, out. It's beautiful, man. Beautiful song. The dude is a hit machine, man. He's a hit machine. I know for a while people were saying we need to get him out of hip hop culture, and then he slick was trying to make his way out. Whatever he decided to do musically, man, he has it, man. He has it, man. I don't know. He look like he on drugs. He on cocaine at these concerts, on some fentanyl or some stuff, man. Allegedly, I don't know, so I don't want to get sued. But allegedly, he looked like he on this stuff, man. But he makes great music. His vocal tone is beautiful. Post Malone, man, that y'all go check out that single. Tell me if you like that single, man. Morning. That is a great song, man. And just a song, like I said, Quick Pay with Ray, so we're gonna go straight through. Another song, Killer Mike Motherless, beautiful song. Chef's Kiss, man. Beautiful song. Next thing on Quick Pay with Ray. I told you this episode won't be long, but it will be strong. I seen a video on Twitter of a Dollar General employee who got in his car and chased down a thief from the store and hit them with his car. Man, you super employees, you need your ass whooped, man. You're not gonna get no raise. You're not gonna get a promotion or nothing for out here doing dumb stuff like that. That is dumb. That's dumbest thing I could have ever seen in my life, bro. Is it that serious? Dollar General gonna mark that off as a loss, bro. They gonna get that money back. They gonna get it back, man. Man. Them folks still in that may needed that, man. I don't know. But you people are any employee. I know somebody at a church who I feel like they'll do something like that. They'll usher at the church. I feel like they'll do something like that, man. I really feel like they would do something like that. But life ain't that serious, bro. Dollar General will get they material back. They would get it back, man. They would get it back. And if you at a church and you'll do something like that, you're usher, you'll do something like that. Hey man, that church will make whatever they need to make back, man. Chill out. Chill out. Chill out. Uh Again, this is quick pay with Ray. I'm just spitballing it. This ain't gonna be quick now that I think about it. Because this is near and dear to my heart. And this is something that is pissing me off. Like I said, we record on Sunday. So as of yesterday, the Lakers went down 0-3. I am a LeBron fanatic, and I'm hurt. 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 I'm hurt. We at the gig. I got my clip up. I got my little phone clip there. So I put the game on my clip. And I be doggone watching the game the whole gig. Just threw my whole vibe off. I'm mad the whole game. I'm talking about scorching hot. Scorching hot. Scorching hot. I don't even get it. I don't get what's going on. I don't see how we losing like this. I could see us being down 2-1, but 0-3 is just god doggone, man. Man, the game before Saturday, which had to be Thursday night, Bron just missed all these layups, and he missed like 3 layups. He missed a dunk, and he's just shooting threes. And so I'm thinking, man, that's just this game. It won't be next game. Next game, he gonna attack, and he's just gonna be. And then I'm watching the game, he's just shooting threes. Bro, stop shooting threes, bro. Stop shooting threes. Stop. I like to pride myself as a fanatic, but I'm a realist fanatic, right? So I do understand it's over with. So let's look ahead to next season. This is what we need to do, guys. Get Kyrie Irving. But keep AR-15. Do whatever you need to do, keep AR-15. But get Kyrie Irving, man. Get Kyrie Irving, man. We need him. We need him. He just as much, and then just as much as we need him, he need us. Go get Kyrie Irving, man. Please. Please, man. But it was a good season. Nobody, with how the season started, you wouldn't expect the Lakers to be in the Western Conference Finals, man. Good season, man. I'm conceding this. But I'm hoping I have to eat these words. I'm hoping I have to go back in, edit this video, clean this out, because the Lakers came back and won. They won 4 games straight. But shit, that's Denver shooting the lights out that motherfucker. You never know what's gonna happen. That damn Jamal Murray just looked good, man. He just looked good, man. He is tough. He is tough. Bron, he look a little older. He don't look old, but he look a little older, and just, man. And I respect how he trying to play. He trying not to dominate the ball no more. Man, you may need to dominate the ball for the next 4 games, man. If you want to make this, if you want to win, man, you may need to dominate the ball. Tell AD, get it off the backboard, my boy. Get it off the backboard. The Celtics just won their 3rd game of their series tonight. Not the Celtics. I'm tripping. Excuse me. Misinformation. That's false news, in the words of Donald Trump. The Heat just won their 3rd game, and the Celtics lost their 3rd game in a row in this series. I could have sworn that I said the Heat were going to beat the Celtics. This playoff run has been a little wacky, man. I was been right about a lot, but I've been wrong about a lot. But I knew for sure that when the Heat got to the Celtics, the Heat were going to beat the Celtics just because Jimmy Butler is a dog. He's a dog, man. And it's just his level of aggression. He's so aggressive, man. People that are that aggressive, man, it's hard to deny them, man. They just got to run across somebody who just a dog, who more of a dog. You know what I'm saying? But I told everybody Devin Booker is better than Jason Tatum. You put Devin Booker on this same Celtics team, and they win the East. For sure, for sure. I don't believe in Tatum, bro. Don't believe in Jason Tatum, man. I just don't. I don't believe in Jason Tatum. For everybody who loves Jason Tatum, I don't believe in him. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Devin Booker is that man. He that man, bro. You know, I think it's over for the Celtics. I think it's over for the Lakers, unfortunately. NBA Finals will be Denver versus Miami, and I'm going Denver. Going Denver. My how my pick has changed in a week. I just was talking about Lakers in 6 and then Lakers in 7. That has gone out the window. In a week, it's gone out the window. But I think Denver will win the championship. Jokic get his first ring. He solidified himself as an all-time great. Two regular season MVPs. He most likely gonna get the Finals MVP and a ring. Dope career. He solidified himself as an all-time great. Then one of the best big men to ever play the game too. If he get a ring, he will be considered as one of the greatest big men to ever play the game. And it's so wild because he honestly is, man. He just his footwork is amazing, bro. His footwork is amazing. He just pivot. He can pivot out of anything. His passing is fucking otherworldly, man. He just sees stuff. The way he see the game is amazing. But he will go down as one of the greatest big men ever, man. Top 10 probably. That's crazy. Up there with the likes of Shaq. Will. Who else? Bill, Russell, KG, Tim Duncan. Charles Barkley played power forward, but he was so small though. But still, Charles Barkley, all these people, he gonna be up in the. As much as y'all don't want to give him, we not. I don't even want to say y'all. I want to say we, cause I'm one of y'all. I don't want to say that about him, but if he get that ring and Finals MVP, plus he got 2 regular season MVP back to back, can't deny him. He won them. He made top 10, top no less than top 15. But Jimmy Bucket gonna give him a run for his money now. You better believe Jimmy Bucket gonna get all 7 games up out of him. He gonna get all 7 games. Like I said, that was quick pay with Ray. A bunch of opinions. But this next one, that Dollar General one was funny to me. That thing is funny, man. It's super. Why you want to be a super employee, bro? Why you want to be a super employee, bro? Just fucking be a regular employee. That ain't got nothing to do with you, man. Profit. Long as they ain't taking the company ain't losing too much profit. That profit loss margin ain't too high. You'll be fine, man. You'll be fine. It ain't gonna affect your pay or your job, man. Don't let nobody steal in front of you. You know, if they right in front of you, don't let nobody steal. But even if they right in front of you and they get out the door and they get away, hey man, it's all right. Don't be no vigilante. You fake Batman. Okay, let me move on. So, this is the last thing I want to talk about for this week. And it may be a little long, so y'all bear with me, man. And this is gonna be mostly for anybody who lives in Hattiesburg or has been to Hattiesburg or lived in Hattiesburg. So this was for people who live in Hattiesburg, have visited Hattiesburg, lived in Hattiesburg, or you may be thinking about coming down here and going to school. You never know. You might want to get your master's in music education or something. Or you may be a high school senior who graduating and want to come to USM to major in music. This is for y'all people, man, for all the musicians, musicians and singers of Hattiesburg, Mississippi, man. So I got here in before I get in the backstory, let me tell you where this came from, because this is gonna be a long rant. So I went and watched a gig the other day, maybe a week ago or the other day. I can't remember. And it just hit me while I was at this gig that, man, the music scene or the musicians in the music scene of Hattiesburg, Mississippi, because it's weird to say it, like, most times you hear that, you think of like scenes, you think of Dallas, Nashville, Atlanta, LA, New York, Philly, Miami, or all these places that you think they got, or Chicago, or anywhere. You think them these the only place they can be a music scene, or Nashville. But it's actually scenes in the smaller cities too. So like it's a music scene here. It's a music community. It used to be a big thriving music community here. That a lot of people they 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 uh they built their bones here, man. You know what I'm saying? And then moved to other places, right? And continue their career, further their career in music, or just they moved on and did something else in life, but they still did music on the side. Um, so I posted. I went to that gig and it just hit me that, like, man, the scene and the musicians ain't what they were when I first got here. So I posted that on Facebook because I said I really want to go on this rant, but I want to deliver it in the right way. That's the key part. I want to deliver it in the right way, because I do want people to get offended by this, but offended in the way that is like they turn and let's try to change. Not offended in like, fuck Ray. Who is Ray? Who he think he is? He's not that good. He's not this. So I don't want you to get offended that way. But I do want you to get offended in the way of like, yeah, man, he right. We could do better. We can get a little better and change some stuff. Uh, so I have this rant that I want to go on. Like I said, I'm watching this show and it's just hitting me. Like, man, like this conversation is for musicians. Like when you come on this page, it clearly says I'm a musician. So a lot of this podcast is gonna talk about mostly. It's gonna talk about a lot of music stuff. These first 14, 13 episodes, I talked about music a little bit, but this episode is gonna be, the majority of this will be music, and it will be for musicians and singers. So I'm watching this show the other day or the other week, wherever it was. I'm just noticing, bro, like the singers in Hattiesburg aren't like they were when I first got here. The musicians aren't. And what I mean by stuff like that is like, man, the scene was chasing. It was chasing. I hate to use this word, but it was chasing perfection, because perfection is hard to, you never grasp perfection, right? But you trying. It's like, I'm chasing this. I want to, whatever I'm doing, I want to do it at a high level. Whether that was rock music, I wanted to do that at a high level, or that's punk music. Punk is a part of rock, but punk, I want to do that at a high level. Funk music, jazz, R&B, hip hop, cover top 40 stuff. I want to do that at a high level, man. So I mean, I'm gonna learn songs the best I can. That mean I'm gonna be around other musicians who will hold me accountable and tell me if I'm not playing a part right and what's the right thing. To be able to recognize if something feels good when I'm playing it or it doesn't, or if I'm losing the groove, or if I'm losing my integrity in what I'm doing, singing wise. If it doesn't sound good, all type of stuff, man. How to fix it. Uh, I'm just noticing that these principles aren't in place anymore in the Hattiesburg music scene. I was noticing that at this gig, but it's not this only gig that I've seen that made me feel like that. This is over a span of the last year, man. Span of the last year, I just been feeling this, feeling this, feeling this. I talked to my friends that moved to like Nashville, or they moved to New Orleans, or they moved off or whatever, wherever they moved. I talked to them about it, and it's always like, yeah, man, it's different. It's not how it was back in our young days. So now my backstory for what I mean when I say when I got here. This is the backstory. I got to Hattiesburg in 2007. I was a jazz major. Uh, First people I meet were jazz majors. I walk in the jazz studio, the jazz station. It was an old fire station on the corner over by Junior Food Mart in Hattiesburg. Anybody ever, if you ever seen that fire station, that was the jazz station. It got knocked down in a tornado, I think in 2012, 2013. So it got knocked down. But I walk into the audition for the jazz band because unfortunately, I think I didn't on the Mother's Day episode. I didn't tell y'all this, but this was a story that I should have told you. I got kicked out of school my junior year, like either April or May of my junior year. I got expelled, but that kicked me out of band. I was very high up in the band, so I'm sure like I could have got like band scholarships and everything. I was pretty decent at trumpet. I was really good at bass guitar, so I could have got like multiple scholarships. But once they kicked me out, but they end up letting me back in August, so like still was my senior year, but I had to take like 7 classes. Uh, I lost any way to be in touch with. Well, at the time, I could have. I actually could have, if I knew with the knowledge I know now. I still could have reached out to like the band directors here or the jazz director here, but I didn't reach out to anybody. I just showed up. So I'm auditioning. I just show up to the jazz station to audition for jazz band. And as I'm auditioning, it's like three bass players there already. It was a guitar player. I'm gonna name names, so I hopefully they end up seeing each other. It was a guy named Ben Bivens in there, played guitar. It was a guy named Chad Munt played bass guitar. It was another guy named Bill. I think it was either Bill Sewell or Andrew Gloss. They were all in there. So I get there, and all these guys could play. All these guys could play, man. Like could looking back at it, everybody could play. Like as I was entering the program here at USM, this is jazz cats I mean. So like I'm trying to paint the picture to pull the worlds together. As I enter the jazz program, I'm also entering the bass program here at USM under the direction of Dr. Marcus Machado, one of the greatest bass players, especially when it comes to upright playing in the world. But it's five guys ahead of me: Bill Sewell, Chad Munt, Andrew Gloss, uh, Cody Ruth, and it was four guys ahead of me. I made the fifth guy. It was those fourth guys, and then it was me. They had all been here at least a year or two, and they all could play. So my standard had to come up fast to at least match their standard, match where they are. I had to raise it fast. But not only did I meet those guys, I meet Ben Bivens. I meet Daniel Schroeder. Daniel Schroeder, he played. They play guitar. Uh, who else? I forgot this. This I think this guy was from Peru. He played piano. Badass. Beto Viana. That's the fifth guy. I'm sorry, it was five guys ahead of me. Beto Viana played bass. Man, he was over like jazz band too. Um, then I meet Chris Washington, who actually happened to be from my hometown, but he was studying at USM at the time. But coming in with me, who were like freshmen with me, were Ryan Rosiano, Cody Booth. I'm name dropping. I'm doing a lot of names, but if you from this area and you've been here since 2007 with me, you know these guys. Um, that's some of the guys that I'm meeting, and I'm realizing like, oh, my standard has to come up fast, or I'm gonna sound like the eyeball out. So that's in the jazz program and the music program. I meet this guy named Justin Sims. That's crazy, man. Cause I was finna contribute Justin to another world of music that I met here. But when I originally met Justin, it was in the music program. We both were taking Theory 100 together. We were both taking Music Theory 100 together, and that's where I met him. Uh, and he was cold from the gospel field. He was more relatable to me because I grew up playing in church, but I played in band, I played in all this stuff. So I had a little more refined to me, so it made it easier to adjust to these classes. He didn't have all that. He just grew up in the gospel and knew he wanted to do music. So he figured he'd major in music. Met him, killer. So he was relatable. So that's where I met in the music world. And again, hearing all these people, I realized fast, my standard has to come up or I'm gonna sound like the oddball out. And then not only am I meeting these people who are really what my colleagues, my peers, I'm meeting Larry Pinella, who's the director of the jazz program here. I'm meeting Dr. Marcus Machado, and I realize, oh, they're not playing with me. They're gonna really make me learn. They're gonna really make me learn. Like this, what I'm about to say is gonna go into some that I believe needs to happen. But Dr. Machado some of his first words to me were, "Your bass is horrible. I mean, no, your bass is trash, and your technique is horrible." This is how honest he was with me out the gate, out the gate. So keep that in mind. Honesty. Your bass is horrible, and your bass is trash, and your technique is horrible. First words. Some of the first words. So that's who I met in the music education side. But then I meet the people that were more relatable to me because I played in church. I meet a bunch of church musicians. I meet Sarad Butler. I meet Willie Taylor. I meet Benjamin Langston. I meet Arbis Stanton, but we call him Bird. Uh, Again, I meet Justin. We clicked on this side for sure. Justin Sims. Who else I meet that was like, yo? I meet Chad. What's Chad last name? Chad Payton. I meet Julius Evans. I just meet a lot of cats around here, man, that were like, oh shit. I really gotta raise my standard. Or I'm gonna sound like the oddball out. I'm gonna what was Phil? Phil, this drummer who played with us in gospel choir. Man, ASO, gospel choir at USM. I forget Phil last name, man. If anybody see this and you know Phil, tag Phil. I meet, and then I hear of the person who played in gospel choir at least a year or two before me from Jackson, Mississippi, the legendary Nate Henson. If you know Nate Henson, you know. It's like, that's one of those things where if you know, you know. The level is up here. And then I find out how good he is, and I say, oh, I have to really, like, if that's what they used to, I have to really push myself to make everybody else. So don't nobody feel like it's a huge drop off. It may be a drop off, but they don't feel like it's a huge drop off. I meet Josh Reynolds. I meet Jeff Reynolds. I meet Adam McPhail. I meet all these people along the way. I met Adam in school, but we played together outside of school. But Josh and Jeff met in church. I met Wayne Phelps. I met Ted Lane. I'm shouting all these people out so they get their love. They get their love, man, for how much. I don't even think these people realize how much they meant to the city and the scene here that was going on at that time between like 2007, 2012, 13. I'll go a little further than that. Let's say 2000. The scene probably really started to change. The scene here probably has really started to change in the last 2 or 3 years. So let's say it's 2023. Let's say 20 before the pandemic. It's 2019. We'll give it that far. 2007 to 2018. I mean 2018, 2019. These people were huge to this scene, bro. Huge to this scene. Then you run into cats like I met Joey Pinella at school, who was Mr. Pinella's son, Nick Pinella. That's Mr. Pinella's son. But then you meet cats like Didi, Didi that plays in MS Paint. You meet Randy. You meet I'm not saying I'm good friends with these people. I've met them and watched their shows. Who else? Who else? Who else? Who else? Oh, the legendary Vasti Jackson, man, Grammy Award winner, or at least Grammy nominated, stays here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Vasti. Uh, who else, man? I'm trying to I want to give all these people a shout out before I get into this rant, man. Uh, but I met all these people and I realized fast. Now, mind you, everybody I'm naming, I feel can play. I feel they were great. There was a lot of people that here that probably weren't on these that pool of musicians level, but that pool was so big that it outweighed anybody who couldn't. So even the rockers, so with that's the DD, the Randy, the Mississippi Shakedown, which is Chad Edwards, man. I think that's dude. This is like name Chad Edwards. And you meet. Then I end up going to the Thirsty Hippo. I meet Brad Newton, and that opened me up to a whole nother world. He's bringing people big musicians would come here to Hattiesburg. They call Hattiesburg the hub city. It's the hub city for anybody who listening and wondering about Hattiesburg. Like, what you mean? Why are you so passionate about this city? Well, it's the hub city. It's in between Jackson, Mississippi. Birmingham is probably 3 hours away. Mobile is like an hour and a half away. Mobile, Alabama is like an hour and a half away. Tuscaloosa probably 3-4 hours away. Then you can go down to New Orleans, which is an hour and a half away. You can get to Pensacola pretty fast from here. You can get to Texas is still a little way, but it's like 5 hours or 6 hours to Dallas or 6 hours to Houston. Driving. You can get to Atlanta. It's 5 hours from here. So it's like the hub. It's like really everything is it's in distance if you want to get there. So Brad Newton at the Thirsty Hippo, which I talked about, it's a whole episode with me and Drew Wooten. We talk about if you want to go back and watch that. Me and Drew Wooten, I forget which episode number that is, but you can go back and watch that. And it's a whole thing here at the Hippo where he's bringing in bands like Snarky Puppy, Ari Honan, Jason Marsalis. Who else he brought in that man, it's so many bands like Memphis. Who else, man? Brad was bringing. It was at this time. It's 2007 to 2013, maybe 17. He's bringing in big acts, Corey Henry and the Funk Apostles, the Funky Knuckles, Sean Martin, Bobby Sparks, all these people, man, that you normally wouldn't see if you stayed in my hometown, Grenada, Mississippi. They've never seen any of these people in person. To be able to physically see these people, and then not only it's not in a big place to where you just see them and then you can't talk to these people. This Hippo was just big enough or just small enough, however you want to put it, to where you could see these people play and then go have a conversation with these people, like a real conversation with these people. They'll come kick it with you. I got cool with a lot of people, Spud, Tayron Lockett, Michael Lee, Sean Martin, had just not countless amount of people. So again, I'm saying all this to say, I realized early on that I had to raise my standard to match the standard of the scene of what everybody was doing and what was coming here. So with all that being said, it was I'm gonna go back. It was such a vibrant city that everybody was striving to be the best at whatever they were doing. So I was in a band named Smash. We started as a gospel choir band, but we were trying to be cold. Stand up 2, 3 in the morning rehearsing for gospel choir stuff. Uh, but we ended up turning into a hip hop rock infused band. We were blessed to be on 106 in Park. We did all type of stuff. We did a lot of stuff, but we were thriving to be the best at what we did. Then you had bands like Julius Evans with it was Julia Evans, Chad Payton. I forgot who was playing drums. Oh no, Chad was playing drums and Jew was playing bass. But I think at one point in time, Jew had started getting off bass, and Chad would play bass. But I forget at that time who played drums. They were like jam band funk stuff. They were the top for jam band funk stuff. You had bands like Smoke Perp, not Smoke Perp, Perp. Ah man, my boy, I forget John Mark. I for John Mark. I'm sorry, I forget your name, but he was a jam band thing too, and they were up there, man. They were the top at jam band stuff at this time. Then the jazz world, they had the Martini spot. I forgot who would host it, but that's where you go. You went to go build your bones at for jazz. You had Darian Douglas, Jaime Jimenez, all these people, Tyler Dennis, all these people. They would host this thing, man, or they hosted at the Boom Boom Room. Everybody was thriving to be so good at what they did. And then you had all these people coming in town that you could go watch. And the students were active. If you were a music student, you were active in going to see those people. And even you were a church guy and you heard Corey Henry's in town, you going to see Corey Henry at these places. Oh man, I know I feel like I'm ranting, I'm all over the place, but it's gonna make sense. It's gonna all tie in together. It came a time, I want to say about 2014, 2015, maybe later than that. Let's say 2017, 2018. Between 16 and 19. Let's do that. Nice 4 year span. 16 to 19, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, nice 4 year span. It came a time where it felt like all of that stopped. It feel like all of that stopped. It feel like everybody, the new musicians coming here weren't trying to meet the standard. Why do I feel like the new musicians and singers that would come here weren't trying to meet that standard? Why? Because they weren't going out to the shows. So funk again, I think it was a double bill where it was like Sean Martin and Ghost Note. So it was like a double bill. Sean Martin Trio and Ghost Note were in the back of the hippo. The back of the hippo, of the new hippo, well, the new building that was called the hippo, which is not the hippo anymore, but the new hippo, it probably holds about 300 people. Tell me why it was only 40 to 50 people at this show. Only 40 to 50 people at this show. That's strange. If you're a music student, why would Robert Seawright at the time was labeled as one of the top 10 drummers or top 5 drummers in the world in modern drummer at that time. So if you're a drummer in the program, why aren't you there? Mono Neon is one of the best artists and bass players of this generation. So if you're a bass player, why aren't you at the show? Jonathan, what's Jonathan's last name, man? I don't know. I'm sorry, Jonathan. But Jonathan is one of the best saxophonists. He's one of the best that's out playing right now. He's one of the best. He plays with Ghost Note. Why wouldn't you come? Matt Ramsey is one of the best bass players in the world. He's probably 25 years old. One of the best bass players in the world. The world. Black Dynamite. What's Black Dynamite's real name? I forgot his real name. Oh, shit, man. I sound like a fool. Black Dynamite. His real Lil Mike. Mike Mitchell. Mike Mitchell is one of the best drummers in the world. Sean Martin is a all-time pantheon great of music, producing, playing keys, produce all that stuff for Kirk Franklin. I hope his health is getting better. Um, Nate Nate Worth, one of the best. Like this one show. This is one show. It's a double bill. Why don't you come to this show? Why is there only 40 to 50 people in a room that can hold 300 people? That's just one show. Funky Knuckles come one time. One of the best bands out of Dallas. I love Wes Stevenson bass playing. I think at the time Caleb was still on keys. Caleb McCampbell. Said more on drums. I think Frank Mocha was on percussion. The horn players, I forget their name. I'm sorry. Evan and I forget the other guy name. Why is it only 30 people in here to see this band? Why is it only 30 people? We're talking about out of the music community, not the broad community here, the music community. You should want to go see these people because it raised your standard. It raised the way you play. Raised the way you play. So it was multiple shows around this 4-year time that I was like, something ain't right. Something is going on. I can't put my finger on it. I don't know what's up. Now, mind you, did I go to every show that came through here? No. But I went to a shit ton of shows and a lot of different type of shows. Because once again, it helped me raise my standard. Now, what I mean by all that, raise my standard. Because I was one of the ones who wanted to connect the dots. So I was in school for jazz, but I was playing gospel music and I was playing secular, like R&B, whatever, hip hop, whatever at the time, top 40 stuff. So I'm playing all these different things. I wanted to connect it. So I was one of those people. Let me connect all my friends and we're gonna do all this together. All my music friends and we're gonna do this together. So I was one of those people. But this is what instead of me condemning everybody, I want to offer a solution. Because I could go on and talk about what's wrong. But that's at the core, that's what's wrong. People aren't raising their standards. You just letting bullshit slide. We letting bullshit slide. Bullshit in the church. Niggas ain't playing no more. And niggas ain't learning records no more. Niggas just want to play what they want to play. No, learn the record, bro, and then play what you want to play. Do I learn the song and the way it go all the time? No. 75 to 75% of the time, I'm trying to learn the record because whatever the record was, I can't play it no better than whoever played it already. I can add my spin on it, but when Quincy Jones made "Don't Stop Till You Get Enough," what you gonna do that's gonna be better than what's already done? Learn the record, play it like the record. So in church, we letting BS slide. In the top 40 world, whatever you playing, we letting BS slide. In the jazz world, we letting BS slide. Niggas not playing changes, man. They not playing changes, man. They don't feel good when they play jazz. Bro, I met Derek Matthews, Kelton. Bro, Kelton Noor is one of the coldest jazz drummers I played with at USM. When you play jazz with Kelton, it's going to feel like, yeah, if we swinging, it's going to swing. Darian Douglas, that boy, whatever they said about him being cocky here or whatever, that they used to say that about him. That boy can play some drums, especially jazz drums, bro. Scott Johnson, all these Russell Welch, Chris Alford, who was a teacher here, but whatever. These people were authentic to that field. And within that field, I was one of the only ones trying to cross everybody together, but everybody that was in their field held each other accountable. So if you came in the jazz world trying to play jazz, they held you accountable. Like you have to learn this, you have to learn this, you have to be able to do this, you have to be able to do that. If you were playing in the church scene, Wayne, bro, my first year playing at West Point Baptist Church, I told y'all about the story. I played that Easter service with Erica and with Mary, with the Campbell sisters, Mary, the sisters. I didn't tell y'all how I trashed that service. I was trash. It made me quit West Point. Wayne talked to me so rough. Like you got to know Wayne. Like Wayne talking to you rough ain't rough. It ain't like he cussing me out rough. It's just like Wayne from Miami. He very straightforward, and he like, man, bro, that one, bro, you don't know this, bro. What's up, bro? You ain't gonna learn the music, God, dog, bro. What you doing? What you? It pushed, bro. It pushed me. I quit West Point for a few months. Probably for probably damn near a year. I quit because it was so traumatic. Like, oh man, I'm trash. I'm trash, bro, and this ain't for me. This ain't for me, bro. But it was somebody holding me accountable in that field. Like, bro, if you gonna do this, do it. Do it right. Do it to the best of your ability. Now, if the best of your ability is trash or it's very mediocre, you can't do you not. This ain't the place for you. So when I go see a gig or I see something, and then I realize that like, bro, y'all got the ability to do whatever you need to do, but you just bullshitting. Nobody's holding you accountable. That's the solution I want. That's the main solution I want to offer. Again, I want to separate myself because I'm one of the ones who wanted to cross I wanted to cross all the genres. I love jazz. I love jazz. I love funk music. I love R&B. I love hip hop. I love funk, fusion music. I love all these different church music. I love church music. I love all these different styles of music. I wanted to fuse all that. So I needed to hold myself accountable and come up in each area. That's just me. That's how I looked at it. So I knew I had to hold myself accountable. But like, if you just playing in the funk music world, man, hold each other accountable. Go listen to some James Brown. Go listen to some Slide and Family Stone. Go listen to Glad Graham on his solo efforts. Go listen to the Commodores. Go listen to Ohio Players. Go listen to these people and really pay attention. The Brothers Johnson, and really pay attention to what was done. What was done, man, like how it was really did. If you gonna be in the jam band world, go listen to Medeski Wood and I forget the whole name, but go listen to them. Go listen to them. Go listen to the jam band people. You want to do what Snarky Puppy do? Listen to Snarky Puppy. Go listen to Weather Report. Go listen to all these people. Herbie Hancock and the Headhunters. Go listen to these people and learn. You want to play jazz? Like really soak it up and embody this stuff. That's the problem, man. There's nobody holding anybody accountable. They're like, did you really go learn this stuff? Did you learn this? Are we going okay, bro, we in a band together, we trying to do this. Well, we want to play weddings. Well, what's going on? We playing top 40 music. Well, learn the damn song, bro. Make your arrangement. Or just make the arrangement and learn the arrangement. Learn it. Like, be able to play it, bro. Like, they not doing that here, bro. Nobody, bro, I met Cooley, Daniel Cooley, Big Mike, all these people, bro. Like, hold each other accountable, man. Like, really learn this stuff, man. And learn how to really play your instrument, bro. If you're going to be just a gospel player, learn the ins and outs of gospel music, man. If you're going to be just a jazzer, learn the ins and outs of jazz. If you're going to play jazz bass, learn some some Oscar Peterson trio, some Ray Brown stuff. Be great at that. Be great at it. Whatever you're gonna learn that stuff and learn it thoroughly. If you're gonna be a hybrid and do all of this, learn it thoroughly, man. And then singers, hold your musicians accountable. Hold these musicians accountable, man. You on stage with a band and they playing some jacked up stuff and they're like, bro, this just don't feel good, bro. I can't sing over this. This don't feel good, but bro, our job as musicians is to make a great bed for the artist. Who's ever singing, rapping, whatever they doing, your job is to make a great bed up for them to be on top of so that they're comfortable. That's our job. We have to start doing that, man. The Berg ain't all these people I mentioned at the beginning of this rant. They did that, man. They did that at a high level, bro. Sarad is one of the greatest greatest drummers I ever heard play behind a rapper. Because he gonna stick patterns. He gonna always accent the rapper. So he playing his pattern. So now the rapper feel comfortable with what he doing, and then he accenting whatever the rapper doing. One of the greatest tone-wise choices for what he was playing was always great. Like, bro, we have to, man. The Berg had a standard at one point in time. Cause you didn't want to be trash and try. Michael Lee, come down here. You talking to Michael Lee? Everybody looking at you like, but look at this trash musician trying to talk to him about music. You trash. Like, bro, you wanted to be at least be comparable. So when you go talk to them people who came here, it was all right. It was all right, man. Mind you, that's judgmental. That's the judgmental side. But unfortunately, that judgmental side is real. It's real out here. It's real, man. It's real. Like, bro, stop just playing anything, bro. Stop just playing anything, bro. We all get it. We all get vomit on stage. We all just want. We all just want to vomit all over the music. We all just want to vomit over the music. I get it, bro. But no, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Wait till your time. Wait till it's your time, bro. Wait till it's your time. I don't know. It'll probably be a part 2 to this rant. Like I said, I wanted to offend you, but I want to offend you so you get better, not to where it's fuck me. Cause I ain't on that. I don't want no drama with nobody. But if it's drama, it is what it is. But I just noticed that the musicians of the Berg are not the same as they was when I first got here. They are not, man. It was so many good musicians here when I first got here. So many. One of the people who were in Smash with me, he commented on my status and he said, we have to take part. We have to basically be accountable for our part in whatever happened. And I didn't understand that because my whole goal is to be here to help uplift anybody. I will help uplift anybody. I'll give you lessons. Shit, I just sit down with people till this day, be like, bro, come to the space or come to the crib. Let's talk about music, bro. How you get better? And I really hate talking about music outside of playing with music, cause I just don't want to get known for all he talk about is music. Nah, man, I know I got so much other stuff in life that I'm well rounded in life. So music ain't the only thing that I have to talk about. But I would literally talk to you about that, man. That's what you want to talk about. You know, it is what it is. I try to make myself available, but man, if you can't reach me, at least hold each other accountable. Or, or find you somebody you love how they play and how they carry themselves. That's how it's done in the music world. That's how it's done in the world in general. If you're a businessman, you find you a business mentor and you imitate whatever they do. You want to be a preacher, you find you a preacher that'll mentor you and you imitate what they do in life. That's just how life works. Find you somebody here in the Berg so we can that you want to you emulate in life, and let's keep this scene. Let's get this scene back to where it was, man. Let's get it back to where it was, man. Let's get it back to being creative, back to being fun. Not saying we all were hanging out with each other, because that wasn't the case. Nobody was hanging. We weren't all hanging with each other, bro. But every pocket had its thing, man. It's had its thing, and you had to respect that pocket. I can't really think of no band at that time where I was like, yeah, fuck them. I can't think of no band like that, bro, because they all had their thing, bro. They all had their thing, man. Let's just bring this scene back to, I don't want to say a level of prominence, because I don't want to say that like we ever been prominent, but we were at a certain level at one time where you were like, yeah, I live in Hattiesburg, and it was fine. It's fine, bro. It was fine. I don't know. I don't know how to do it, but the best solution I know is hold each other accountable, man. I know that's your friend, but tell your friend, bro, you sound like trash, bro. You sound like trash, bro. That wasn't cool. That wasn't cool. And then cats be so worried about tone that they be sacrificing they plan. I'm the opposite. I'm the opposite. My plan is always gonna be up to par. My tone may be shit, and that keep me off a lot of records sometimes, if I'm just being honest. But the plan is there. Get me a tech. Get me a bass tech, man. Let him set it up for me, and I just play. Cause Doc, don't let that plan sacrifice, bro. The plan is the most important thing. And your character, too. People gotta like to be around you. But the plan is important, man. We need to raise the standard, man. Singers, hold your musicians accountable. Musicians, hold your singer accountable. Like, bro, you doing this form different every time. What you want to do? Hey, man, you got us playing for 40 minutes and you rarely singing. What's up with that? We gotta hold each other accountable and bring it back up to snuff, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Cause there's some great musicians here. It's a lot of great musicians here. I don't want to start naming people who I think great, because if I leave names off, someone would get mad and they would call me or they would message me, and I don't want to have to be like, man, my bad, bro. I left your name. I wasn't thinking. But just know it's a lot of great musicians here. And you don't have to be a touring musician, whatever, to hold each other accountable, bro. You just playing at your local church, hold each other accountable, bro. Please. Please hold each other accountable, man. Hold yourself accountable. My young homies, man, I was just at their church the other night. I was helping them with their Indian mix. They started playing "Blessed in the City" by Fred Hammond. If I may not be the right name of the song, but everybody know what song I'm talking about. Bum, 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 bum. They playing this song. The drummer just playing whatever he want to play. Bass player playing the right thing. Keyboard playing semi-right thing. I stop everybody. I say, man, what the hell are you playing over here on the drums, my brother? What is you playing? Now I tell the bass player, hey, bro, if you right, tell him you right and tell him to play it right. It ain't no beef that come behind that. It ain't no I want to beat you up or no, I hate you or nothing like that. No, we doing a job. We having fun. We vibing out, but we also doing a job, and we want to do the job right. Ain't nothing wrong with telling that man you want him to play this right. You know, that's holding each other accountable, bro. Hold each other accountable, man. Bro, you know what I mean? Bro, I know I done pissed Jeff off of many days at West Point when we play. Like, bro, that ain't right, bro. But he'll correct me once after a while it get too bad. He gladly go on and correct me. Hold each other accountable, bro. That's all, bro. Hold each other accountable. Hold yourself accountable first, but then hold each other accountable. Because there's so many of us that's great here, man. So many, man. We may not be the greatest overall musician, but in what we do, we are great. Hold each other accountable, bro. Let's build the scene back up. Let's support each other, man. If the hippo open up again, show up to the hippo to support, man. Learn. Because school ain't the only way you learn. You learn by going to see. Then you also learn by doing and fucking up. You learn. Let's hold each other accountable, man. Please, that's the best thing we can do. Stop playing stuff blatantly wrong. Hey, drummers, play the pattern. Play a pattern. Hey, bass players, stop playing 10 grooves in one song. Play one groove. If the song may have 3 grooves, play those 3 grooves, if that many. Keyboard players, stop playing church stuff all the time. If you playing funk music, bro. Go listen to funk music. Go listen to what Herbie Hancock did. Burning World. Go listen to these people. Sly and the Family Stone. Average White Band. Go listen to what these people played on the keyboard. Guitar players. Come on, man. Learn chords just as well as lines. That's all I'm saying, man. Horn players, learn your parts and be able to solo. Trumpet players, be lead trumpet player. Have some lead trumpet chops. Small stuff, man. Just small stuff. Because look, man, I want to be one of the people that say, I didn't have to move from Hattiesburg for my career to do what I wanted my music career to do. But in doing that, I got to have everybody else around me on the same level of we want to meet the standard here. Because in today's time, you don't have to move. Shout out to anybody who moved. If you moved away, I respect you and I salute you big time. And I love you because you grind it out. And like my homies, Adam, Adam McPhail, Josh Reynolds, Dan Schroeder, Tyler Dennis, Jarek Matthews, Kel Norris, all my homies that moved away and have been successful or have sustained a career outside of Hattiesburg. I respect y'all and love y'all for that grind. But Sarah Butler, Darius Scott, all my homies, man, that moved away. Gary Pitts, who moved away. Antoine Altman, man, I respect y'all and y'all grinded it out, but I want to be one of the ones that, hey, man, we also can do it here, man. We also can do it here. But I get it. What make you want to move is you move to Nashville. Not saying that everybody, because that's the falsehood that you think you're gonna get to Nashville and everybody is gonna be up here. No, it's a lot of people down here too. There's a lot of people down here, but you just want to get, most people are at least here. They may not be here, but they are here. They're not down here. So it's just easier to run across more like-minded people in a city like Nashville, Atlanta, LA, Dallas, Houston, New York, Philly, Chicago, wherever, New Jersey, wherever you're going, it's easier. But we can do that here if everybody realize if this is the top of the standard, this is the top standard, let's all get at least here. And the people that's here gonna be here, but if we can get the floor of everybody like right here, we great. I don't know. That's my rant for this week. I love everybody. I hope you ain't mad at me. If you is, oh well. That's been another episode of Scatterbrain and Ray Bradford podcast. Like I always say, man, find your grandmama, your granddaddy, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your auntie, your uncle, your grandbaby, whatever. You find them, hug on them, tell them you love them, y'all be safe. Love y'all.